Today we're going to talk a little bit about shopping math. And I've worked retail all through college, and in my head, this is how to calculate percent off. So I always have a motto, and that is try easy before you try hard. And this always works. So, and there's no shame. You can always pull out a cell phone and use a calculator if you need to. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So this always works on figuring out how to take percent off of an item. So for example, and I'm going to show you two ways, but I certainly like one way better than the other because I think it's a little bit easier. But let's say you have a shirt that you're looking at buying and it's $80, but the sign says that it's 20% off. So I would do this in my head because customers would always ask me, oh, well, how much is the shirt? And then I would just do this little calculation. And I would be able to tell somebody what a shirt, $80 would be if you took 20% off the value of the shirt. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to take 100% minus 20%, because essentially if something is 20% off, then you're just looking at 80% of the original value. So the second step is to take the shirt, which is $80, and you only want 80% of $80. So because you're taking 20% off of the shirt. So you don't want 100% of the shirt, you just want 80% of the shirt's value. And now this looks daunting, but essentially you're just doing 8 times 8, which is 64. So you have essentially a shirt that's now $64. And again, this is pre-tax. So the second way that you would do this, and some people do it this way, and that's totally fine, right? There's no wrong way, so long as you're doing math correct, is they first start with just asking themselves, well, what is 20% of 80? And so that's just 2 times 8. And so that's $16, but you still have to do the subtraction. And so now you're left doing 80 minus 16, which happens to be the same $64. So it works either way. I just find way number one to usually be a little bit easier. So, but you can do it either way. So let's practice, all right? At any time you can stop this and try it in your head. So let's do example number 2. So let's say that you see this really cute pair of pants, and the pants are $90 and they're 30% off. So feel free to stop this video and just do a quick calculation in your head. Okay, so let's try what we just did. So we're going to take 100%, subtract 30%, and now the pants are just essentially 70% of their original value. So you're going to take their original value, which is $90, times 70%. So 90 times 0.70. And the reason why it's 0.70, because 70%, you move the decimal 2 places and you get 0.7. And so 7 times 9, 63. So this is now a pair of pants that's $63 if they are 30% off. All right, so let's try one more time. And again, feel free to pull out your iPhone and use the calculator. Sometimes when the percents are strange or the dollar item is, not an easy value, sometimes you use your calculator and it's no big deal. Or sometimes you just estimate, and that's totally fine as well. Because of course, there's always going to be tax that's, tacked onto this, and tax is different depending on where you're shopping. So the last one we're going to do is a little practice. Let's say you see this totally cute pair of shoes, and the shoes are $75. Now, 75 is kind of hard because, it's not a whole, it's not like $90 or $80. That 75 is kind of a little bit hard to multiply by, so we might be using our cell phone for this, okay? So the original pair of shoes, $75, and they're 25% off. So you're knocking off a quarter of its value. So 25 is 0.25. So again, feel free to pause this video and try it yourself. But I'm going to try my 2 steps. Again, that first step is finding what the difference is between 25 and 100%, and then taking that difference, just multiplying by the original value. So we have 100 minus 25 is just 75. So we are looking at 75% of $75. Now, I don't know what that is in my head, and I could approximate it, but I could also just use my cell phone. So using my cell phone, 75 times 0.75, and that's going to give you 56.25. All right, so really nice, simple way to do that. And again, all of this is pre-tax because depending on where you live, you might have different tax or whatever, and that would be a totally different video. But I hope this works for you, and I hope it helps you because it 100% works all the time. And so happy shopping.